Welcome to the Legacy Crusaders YouTube channel. I'm here with TJ, and we just went over how to play Dracos, and he actually gave me a good suggestion on the series, and that is we should do a brief, shorter video describing what some of the cards do, because we just played through about 4 or 5 duels, slaughtered everyone, but at the same time didn't really state what any card does, although you're welcome to look up all the cards for more specific directions, but he's just going to explain some of the important cards and the cards that I hadn't considered when discussing it. Alright, so take it away, TJ.
Thanks. Well, you probably know the basics. The True Dracos, they normally summon themselves by treating usually spells and traps, continuous spells and traps. So you're maxing out on those continuous spells and traps. The main thing that's new when it was a meta deck is a continuous trap called the Monarch's Erupt. That's a very underrated card in my opinion. If you play that card, you are not able to play an extra deck, but we don't care about that. And it's basically skill drain, but for all monsters except for tribute summoned monsters.
So it's one-sided.
Yeah, all of our monsters are going to be tribute summoned, so it's skill drain for the opponent, not for us.
Anything
for
else?
Draco players, I want to say, if you're still playing the deck, you should be playing that card. It's amazing.
Have you tried the Invoked Draco version or the ABC Dracos? Have any thoughts on those? Because those play an extra deck, so they're substituting the option to play a one-sided skill drain for an extra deck. Any thoughts on that?
The Invoked version, but that was probably around 3 months ago, and at that point I stopped playing it because of the matchup against this True Draco version. Yeah, both of those decks are pretty solid as well, I think, actually.
Alright, so it's player preference, I guess.
In the pure version, it doesn't really make sense to play some rank 5s or rank 6s.
So if you're not intentionally playing extra deck cards like Invokes or ABCs or some sort of intentional combo build, you should just play it like this. Okay. Alright, so that's going to kind of wrap up all the special important parts. I guess there wasn't really much to say. Yeah, you can check out the How to Play video. It's about 40 minutes long. We play about 4 or 5 duels and show you what order to play cards in. We discuss some strategy and making decisions and live gameplay on YGOPRO Percy. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Follow us on Twitter at Legacy Invaders and click notifications to find out when the next How to Play video will be up. Welcome to the Legacy Crusaders YouTube channel. This is Benji, and I'm here with...
Hey guys, it's Tjarkvos here.
I call him TJ usually. So TJ is actually our war team leader for the Legacy Crusaders war team, and he is a big user of the True Draco deck. So we're going to do how to play True Dracos. This is the expensive build. If you like lots of expensive cards, currently Card of Demise is pretty expensive, and Ash Blossom's pretty expensive, and Evenly Matched is pretty expensive. But we do have a budget build here, which he plays IRL, since that's what he's got. This is your IRL build, right?
Yes, the main deck is the same. It's basically just Evenly Matched and Ash Blossom. Those are the only 2 cards I don't have, because I don't want to spend like 300 euros for those 2 cards.
I don't blame you whatsoever. So let's take advantage of playing online and use these incredibly expensive cards on other people. Alright, so if you're not familiar with the series, what we do is we play about 3 or 4 games on YGOPRO Percy, and I am not used to playing the deck, so TJ is going to tell me what to do, and that way he kind of has to explain his moves, because he can't just make the move without explaining it. I have to make the move, and I'll ask questions, which are probably the same questions you would ask. Alright, if you enjoy this series, make sure to subscribe, and you'll come back and see other decks that you may want to see in the future. Also leave them in the comments below. We're playing on the Gideon server, so our opponent cannot quit during the first turn of either player's turn, although it does have more pop-ups randomly come up on the bottom of the screen.
Let's do it.
Well,
spells.
Our opponent is going first.
Yeah, we have a great going first hand, and we have Stormforth.
Yeah,
always useful.
If he makes a monster, we can out it that way. I think they're getting a really good Link 2 coming up soon. The Gokis, right?
They already have a Link 2.
Oh, I haven't really noticed.
I think.
I know they have a bunch of monsters that say 2 or more Gokis, but I think they're Link 3 and Link 4. Like Thunder Ogre and something else. Alright, so he's got Rescorpio, which is a level 5 monster that can just normal itself. And Rematch is going to go +2. Well, +1.
The card that gets those back, I think.
Yeah, specials 2 of them with different levels from the Graveyard and Defense, so you can just make more links with them. Although, he probably won't be linking with them because he can only use their effect to add cards to his hand once per turn. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, well, you have the ultimate out to any card in the game with Stormforth, so all monsters are at risk. Alright, so what are we doing?
Right, let's do something fun here. First, we are going to activate a Diagram
That gets one card out of our hand.
spell. And you're going to activate Diagram's effect.
And then chain Stormforth,
Yes.
because this Diagram doesn't target. So we get extra value out of this one combo. There aren't many combos in this deck. Well, now we're not going to do that. Now we'll just use another Diagram.
Correct. No, we're not going to chain to this. We're going to activate Terraforming and do the combo again.
Alright, so he used his one Ogre for the turn. He could have an Ash as well. If he does have Ash, he should Ash this. Out of just assumption.
Oh, I don't think so, actually.
Well, I mean, we know we have Card of Demise.
Yeah, we know. It's
But
a bit complicated. Yeah, let's try it again. Diagram.
Would you like to
I've had
respond?
quite a lot of arguments with people saying this is actually legal.
Well, the benefit of doing this online is we don't have those issues. Should we get Majesty maybe?
We are getting...
We could even go Ignis. Maybe we can trick him into using his effect by tributing over return, although we did bother to play Stormforth.
Getting Ignis is good, actually.
Okay. And should we use our normal tribute summon, or should we try and get
No,
somewhere?
you can just normally Ignis first. Doing the bar load. By the way, you should probably always use the middle zone and the 2 zones in the corners, because Deco Talker doesn't point to those zones.
Okay. Should we duality and see what we get, and then attack?
Really try to do the mice before duality, and always attacking before the mice. So let's attack first.
Okay. Although we're putting our diagram at risk of evenly matched, but that's not much of a problem.
No, it's not.
Alright, so you said always duality afterwards?
Because you want to draw first and then search whatever you need.
Okay, yeah, we like to get the random stuff out of the way and make better selections with our cards where we can make actual selections.
The Ignis on the field, we have something to do if he would ash the mice.
Alright.
See, we have one trap in the graveyard, so we have one draw from Heritage. Alright, let's do duality here.
Skill drain?
And we're getting, yeah, skill drain. Or skill drain.
Alright.
Now we can draw the card Heritage.
We actually did not send any Draco cards to the graveyard this turn.
Hey, that's true. Yeah, in that case. Yeah, just set 4 and pass.
That works.
You have answer for every play imaginable.
That seems pretty solid. I think I can get on board with a deck that does this.
Maybe a Kaiju, but...
Should we just shotgun the Monarch's Erupt to avoid getting Kaiju'd?
I really like doing that usually.
Okay. Alright, so we're up against a bearded Namekian. Namekian.
Here we chain Ignis.
And then
And then you chain Monarch's Erupt to
and then Waterfall of Dragon Souls.
Waterfall, yeah. Waterfall to, and you do the second effect. You give your heart to get some draws. And that's it.
And should we take
Tjarkvos.
Draco Phoenix or Heritage?
Already have a Heritage.
We have Heritage.
Oh, we already have a Heritage Tjarkvos now.
What was that? Take Disciples? To hand for defense. And now all of our opponent's monster effects don't work. We can revive a monster to tribute.
Yeah. Was the best card to chain to evenly matched, by the way. That is fine.
Yeah, I don't see a reason to rush. You ever killed anyone with the spell-shattering arrows, just using it in response to like a single spell card?
Yeah, I actually have.
Because I know it's really in here as a spiral and pendulum tech. It's a good one for them.
Even Trickstars.
Oh, it's good against Trickstars? I guess you can get the field spell.
Yeah, you can hit light stage.
Yeah, that's
Activate light stage, you chain. Not bad.
Okay.
In Zoo format, because they were playing more continuous spells.
Yeah, they had Barrage and some other stuff.
No, Trickstars. I mean, like Dark Room of Nightmare, Contract of Dawn Thousands.
Okay, they were putting those continuous spells on the board. Alright, I wonder what he's going to do.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess that link to Goki card. Or Mrs. Radiant.
Well, he's going to add 2 cards to hand. We could tribute summon over... Well, we can use return to summon back Ignis. Tribute over Ignis.
No, let's keep our options open.
Okay. Well, we can always tribute the face-down spells.
Do you have an Earth in the graveyard?
Ignis is fire. He has Earth.
Do they have it?
All of the Gokis are Earth, so yes.
Hard to see. My screen is a bad quality right now. No need for us to do anything.
Well, he has a lot of attack now, but I don't think we're really concerned about getting OTK'd here.
Not at all. Right here you can activate return.
Oh, I let him go. Because I didn't think it was a problem.
Back. It also works.
Yeah,
you can special summon the Ignis.
We'll do it in the end phase, that way. Or we have to do the main phase too, or?
Right now, you just don't take the 1400 of misses. Ignis survives that attack.
Oh, no, Ignis is 1,000 defense, isn't he?
I don't remember the defense, actually.
1,000. He's got Monarch stats.
It's 1500.
He's 24 1000, just like a Monarch.
What's the defense was Maiden again?
Of Maiden? Maiden is 15.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking Ignis had it. Right here, you should do the effects actually. Then, yeah, target Ignis. Then immediately to a zone that's not a decoy talker target. Then the other effect of return.
And what am I tributing? Return?
What's something?
For Ignis.
Yeah, return. No, you tribute the return. Ignis in there's on the side here.
Return will destroy, I guess, decode. Because he goes plus off the other card. Actually, it might have been a reason to blow up the other card, because then he would trigger an effect and we'd search off of Majesty Maiden.
Oh, now we can just OTK next turn.
Okay, so that's one game. Alright, let's run this back.
Is this again?
Yeah, we're starting another game. I'm not sure how far behind the screen share is with you and me, so I'm not too sure. I've started another game. Has it started on your screen?
Yeah, no.
Okay, so I think I'm like 2 seconds ahead of you.
I don't feel like it's a handicap.
Okay.
Right, they have nothing. Let's start with terraforming. Searching the diagram.
The ash bait.
Activate diagram. You can set disciples. Destroy disciples with diagram.
I hear you should always set a card before playing diagram.
You could sometimes right now, but if you destroy disciples now, you search the heritage. We destroy the back row.
Should we draw first with heritage, or should we try and do some more stuff first?
We're definitely not activating heritage. You should set all of these cards and then activate the mice.
Okay, so get the most random one out of play first.
Yeah. Traps we need, and then he can play.
Okay, so we drew really well.
Monarchs Erupt. That's going to stun him. Heritage set, Desires, Duality, and the other card? Terraforming.
You can search another field spell.
Yeah, let's do that. The best play. Wait, let's destroy the heritage.
Destroy the heritage? Alright. We already did a spell this turn.
Yeah, but you can also... Yeah, better destroy return actually.
Destroy what? Return?
You can search Maiden. And activate the summon effect of heritage.
Tribute heritage, I guess.
If he has the Ghost Ogre, then at least we get a search of now, because now we can actually, yeah, draw 2.
Okay, we got the big boy.
Don't really like that actually.
Duality? I don't know. We could save it.
Let's see. Always interesting if we should use desires or not. We should not use desires here. Yeah, duality.
Alrighty, let's see what we get. More of the same. I guess we'd only be able to take another Monarch's Erupt and then tribute it for Masterpiece.
We should get it. We don't have to tribute for it.
Alright, you want to have two of this?
We have Apocalypse set and Heritage for these.
So tribute both of those?
You can just normal summon Masterpiece here.
And we could draw, but I don't know if that's a safe play.
That's grass. That's just 12 extra mills we don't want to give him.
Alright, just do it.
We didn't draw Imperial Order, but do have Monarch's Erupt to actually.
I guess the only thing we're really worried about is evenly matched now, right?
Pretty much here Chain Maiden.
Then chain Monarch's Erupt.
Matched, and that grass looks greener.
I don't think I've ever had a faster game doing the how to plays before, so that was pretty good.
That's a good sign.
Yeah, let's run another one. We haven't gone first yet.
The Lightsworn player wasn't very good. He was playing the worst Lightsworn card there is. The Trap.
The one that searches...
First now, that's fun. Right, we start with Diagram. Set the Disciples.
Well, we got a Rage Quit.
That hand was so good. That's
no, we're not allowed to teach people how to play easy, good hands. We have to show them how to play hard, impossible hands. Let's see what happens. Going first. This is about the same.
Yeah, unless the opponent has no extra deck, I'm going first.
Okay.
60 card deck. Yeah, we start with Terraforming. Then Mice.
Okay.
And it's a little bit worse than the previous hand, because we cannot tribute summon comfortably before activating the Mice. Not playing around Ash Blossom as well as we want to. We have a Heritage set. What were the other cards again?
Apocalypse and Erupt.
Oh, that's great. Tribute the Apocalypse for Maiden. Then activate Diagram to destroy the Heritage.
Alrighty, and that'll be our 2 draws of the turn. Ugh. Well, we search a monster.
You can search Ignis. Don't want Masterpiece yet, because we're going to have to discard in the end phase.
And he'll waste too many cards. Okay.
We have 2 heritages, so you can activate the summoning effect of the heritage.
Well, he can't over it now. I thought we would use heritage first before, actually.
Oh, we summon first, and then we draw 2 of the other heritage. And summon it in a zone where decode doesn't point to it. Apocalypse basically guarantees us summoning Masterpiece on his next turn.
Assuming he activates any effect. Ooh, double Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Well, we have to set everything.
Yep.
There's no reason to keep this heritage face up, right?
No reason.
Okay. I mean, there's a small chance we have to shotgun the Apocalypse and pop the face-up heritage, but I don't think that matters too much.
Yeah. Well, it's useful that we have the option to do it, but we don't need multiples. That's sad.
Which one do we need more? I guess we need Majesty Maiden to go off first?
No, actually leave it.
Don't activate them?
Because if we search... No, don't activate them yet.
Oh, okay, because he'll have an extra card to mill.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Now?
And now we can do the Maiden.
Okay.
I saw a lot of Infernoids.
Should we chain Monarch's Erupt, or wait a minute?
Oh, no, don't.
Masterpiece, yes?
Yeah, Masterpiece.
Okay. Oh, it's an Infernoid deck? Someone should really do how to play Infernoids. Oh wait, there's a comprehensive guide on the channel. You can all look that up if you're interested.
6 cards? Right, which one is that again?
Deviati is the Spell and Trap Destroyer. We cannot activate Ignis or he'll use its effect to negate by tributing Deviati, so we have to use Monarch's Erupt.
Every time I see Deviati or Anuntu, I have to read them.
Yeah, the blue one is the Heavy Storm.
That's a problem because maybe we wanted to actually use Apocalypse.
Oh, well, we can use Apocalypse to reduce the attack. We can use Apocalypse to pop the Heritage and reduce the attack in the damage step, and he'll take damage.
Yeah, we have to do that in the damage tab. They allow us to do it.
Making sure it's damage step. There we go.
Oh, it's actually not terrible. Yeah, you destroyed Heritage.
No reason to use that.
Basically game.
Well, he can summon those monsters again. As long as he doesn't do Deviati again, we might be able to actually pull off Ignis's effect.
It's game because there is an out to Monarch's Erupt. But if he has that out, he would have already used it. He can play without outing the Monarch's Erupt.
Okay, so from what I've been seeing though, our general idea is to try and play Card of Demise immediately and save Duality for last.
Yeah.
Okay, let's run one more just because these are going incredibly fast. Ideally, what would happen?
You want to draw a lot of cards. You want to set up a board. And then you want to have it backed up with the Monarch's Erupt because it's just skill drain, but it only negates your opponent's monsters.
Yeah, one-sided skill drain is great, which is the reason we run no extra deck, because Monarch's Erupt requires no cards in the extra deck.
Yeah. And a lot of my opponents actually, they try to destroy all of my True Draco monsters, and then they think it will, Monarch's Erupt will destroy itself in the end phase. But that's actually not true, because it will only be destroyed in our end phase, and not in the opponent's end phase.
Yeah, so you really want to get it face up before you lose your monster. So that's why sometimes you want to shotgun it before your opponent can activate, what do you call it?
Kaiju?
Yeah, Kaiju. Not activate Kaiju, but use a Kaiju.
Think your opponent's playing a Kaiju, then maybe it's a good idea to actually do it in the standby phase. I've never dueled against that. Find out if it's playable.
Playing against the Herald of Perfection is always a pain. Although, being it's in defense, it's most likely he doesn't have Honest in hand.
At least he didn't summon Totally Awesome.
Yeah.
This hand is hard.
I think we have to play Pot of Duality twice in this turn.
Yeah, let's start with the...
We really want to get a tribute monster and then just tribute over Apocalypse.
Duality.
Because he probably won't negate that because there's nobody he's up against. That's a problem.
That's definitely a problem, yeah.
Well, we can grab Heritage, then activate Draco Phoenix in the hopes that he'll negate it and it'll destroy his back row, and then we'll have lost one spell, so we could try and draw a spell.
Solemn Warning here.
Solemn Warning? Okay.
Frog next.
Well, let's play Dual... Oh, damn, he didn't negate it. I forgot. I planned on him negating it.
At Terraforming?
I mean, he's just going to negate that. Because now he
Yeah,
knows
but
what our deck
we
is.
have to wait it and hope the waterfall will...
He's going to be adding a weather card to his hand, so he's just going to load up with fairies. So I don't think we're going to actually win this game. Oh, because he chained that, he actually missed the opportunity to use Herald, but Herald's just going to negate Diagram.
Let's try the diagram.
Well, yeah, we'll do it without setting also, because that makes it less likely that he'll feel the need. Alright, well, didn't expect that to work.
Yeah, then let's activate Disciples. Piece up that might be useful.
Yeah, we should have done it first. That way, if he negated it, it would go... Oh, it wouldn't be... The activation would be negated, so it wouldn't trigger its graveyard effect.
I didn't do it because it's just very stupid to actually negate the card.
Just set everything else?
Now, everything except Duality. And then do the waterfall ASAP. Masterpiece. Well, search the masterpiece.
Maybe I should flip True Draco Apocalypse first, because he can't negate it once it's already face up. And
yeah, go for it.
Yeah, because we can try and trick him into not negating it now.
Effect? No.
No, no effect. Because if he was going to negate it, he's going to negate it anyway, and we won't have a decision to really make.
We really need that monster now.
Well, we got him now. Masterpiece?
Yeah. You can destroy the Weathery card, and
Herald of Perfection. Should I warning this thing? Keep it from coming back?
Actually. In this card is normal summoned, you can place... Oh,
well, it's using the effect of the spell card. Banish this card to add a weather card from your deck to your hand is what he keeps doing. I guess there's no real reason to do it, but we can tribute summon now. Or no, we can't tribute summon yet.
It's not the main phase, so we have to wait.
Okay. This is a strange scenario, having to play around the weathery cards. Alright. So we'll probably tribute summon over both True Draco cards, pop the spell card, and pop the Herald.
The Herald.
Although we'll be susceptible to monster effects and all the weathery card spells and traps. Should we do it now? Yeah, let's do it now. All the weathery cards give the effects to their monster. So, now the one stupid thing we can do is activate Masterpiece before we kill Herald of Perfection.
A bit.
He hasn't normal summoned yet, so we can get rid of the normal summon.
Yeah, the Swamp Frog, probably.
Oh yeah, he has a Swamp Frog.
Deck is so weird. Weathery, Herald. You go second, it's like impossible to win.
That's an interesting deck. Now we're open to getting evenly matched. But there's no way that deck would play evenly matched.
Anyway.
We can warning that. Yeah, let's warning. Wait, then he can just summon back Ronin Totem. If he sends something, then summons Ronin Totem.
That's fine.
This keeps Swap Frog from going back to his hand at least.
It's fine.
That trap card is going to make it so his Weatheries can out our board.
It's okay. How many True Dracos do we have in our graveyard?
Just the 2, but I do think in the end phase we should kill the Ronin Totem, and then, or the trap card, and then next turn hit the other trap card. I mean hit the trap. Hit them both,
Yeah,
just one at a time. Alright, hit the trap.
Go for the back row. Yeah, the back row.
And we can just run over Ronin Totem. There's no reason to waste anything now.
A duality.
Yeah, we'll duality as soon as we can. That guy's got big defense.
Wait, 22?
Yeah.
So we draw the mice. That terraforming works. Search the diagram. Destroy heritage and get another heritage to get a +1. And hope that is the mice. Have an extra card in the graveyard for masterpiece effect.
Yeah. Fortunately, there's nothing to blow up with that. And if you were to ogre this, which would be really weird. Oh, that's good. Well, no, that's not good.
That would be correct. You have 2, right?
Yeah.
What does the Weathery card do again?
It doesn't do anything without one of those field spells, so we really just need one of its spell cards. So we just need to kill it.
Yeah, let's just kill the Ronin Totem, because Totally Awesome is more dangerous than a rank 3.
It is, but we should really kill this card. Other than getting ogred, we don't really want him to be able to do anything with his weather cards. Do you think he'll ogre us? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm gonna make the executive decision here.
Yeah, I didn't have Ghost Ogre. That's just terrible deck building.
Well, it'd be weird if you didn't ogre a diagram, but if you had a really weird plan. Who knows?
Well, not really. Ogring the heritage on the draw effect is actually the best play.
That's going to place a weather spell or trap from his deck to his hands. We should kill the monster because the spells and traps don't really do anything by themselves. Like, they all banish themselves based on different effects that they're given by the weathery cards.
Should make a new video, how to play against weathery.
All I know is that if he gets a monster out with them, they're a problem. But otherwise, I don't think they're a problem. So he's going to play this, and he can't do anything with it because he doesn't have any monsters. Unless there's one that just lets him special it for no reason. And next turn we can just set Draco Phoenix, pop that.
Hold on, we have plays now actually, we have options.
Oh, I already picked play this by accident. But we could just pop them both.
We start with, destroy the Disciples.
Oh, we could tribute summon over Disciples, then draw a card, and then...
No, I have a better plan. You start with, it's called Diagrams Effect. You destroy the Disciples, and you get a trap.
Okay.
Let's do Apocalypse. Destroy the set card. Now you set the Apocalypse and you tribute it for Ignis, and you draw 2.
Not use that. Draw 2 cards.
Time.
And game. Alright, so that's pretty much how this deck works. Anything else you want to add before we wrap this up? Any final thoughts?
Well, going first, you draw a lot of cards, and you draw into your Monarch's Erupt and your Imperial Order. Going second, you tribute your spells and traps, destroy all their cards, and leave them with like 2 cards.
We didn't play any meta matchups, but do you have any thoughts on the meta at the moment? Spirals, pendulums, trick stars?
I really like the pendulum matchup. Like 80% of my matches against pendulums, probably. Spiral matchup is kind of hard. If you go first, you can often lock them out. It's quite hard to break their boards. Also, Spell Shattering Arrow is a very good card in doing that. Best way to go second against Spirals is by playing Ash Blossom and evenly matched. And I'm not doing that. 300 euros for that.
Alright. Have you tested it online that way, though?
But that was like less than half ago. And then I didn't really care about testing that version online once I decided to start playing.
Playing live?
Yeah, it's not relevant for me if Ash Blossom actually works in this deck and how good it works, because there's no way I'm going to play it now.
Alright, well, maybe you'll get lucky and pull a bunch of these great, amazing cards in your pack openings from winning your live tournaments.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Alright, so that's going to wrap up this. Please subscribe if you have not already. Click the notification bell if you want to know when the next How to Play goes up. You can follow us on Twitter at Legacy Invaders. We're using the old Twitter, so Twitter's still old. And yeah, you can join us for our live streams. That's on Saturday at 10 o'clock Eastern. See you next time.